Don't sound too excited now.
Perfect of everything. All right, studio mode out. Hello, everybody. Lucas of Lucasgvariety back. We're doing things just a touch different tonight, which means we're only going to be on the screen because, unfortunately, OBS Streamlabs is down, and we're in regular OBS, and it's a pile of junk and hot garbage, in my opinion, compared to the other one. So, yeah, that's my opinion. But I'm still going to use it because it's free, so thank you, OBS, for being there anyway.
As I influenced and created the other one.
As I say, I know. As I say hi and then give you a casual backhand across the face and then say thank you for being here so I can backhand you. Anyways.
You're not as good as your son.
Is that the Overlord talking already?
His dad.
The Overlord formerly known as.
But anyway, I'm back with my friends tonight. This is our Dungeon World Indigo Magic. Episode number 11, and we are on the home stretch. This is our third to last session. We've made it official. We're doing this one up to 2 more max, and it's going to be over. So it's happening.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
But
or entirely.
All of these people are still going to be in other games, so you will still see all of their personalities. Today is November the 10th, 2020, and I'll just take my hat off right now. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. Thank you, veterans, past, present, and future, for serving. We salute you. Thank you very much. And hat back on because Zorm will be coming. Well, no. What happened to Zorm? It doesn't matter right now. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pass it over to LaTorra for the quick recap of what happened last time. And since we're all on the screen, we'll have no Roll20 screen for you to see tonight. We'll call out the rolls, and the theater of the mind is going to be everything else for you. So, LaTorra, take it away.
So, last week, we started with Benny and some interaction with the avatar of a god in some realm accessed via the crystal. And, Alavara managed to feel this somehow, I can't recall exactly how, and convinced him not to do anything stupid.
No comment.
And, she tried... I think that was before Benny came back. So while that battle was happening, we were fighting the abomination. The mechanical spider abomination thing. Alavara tried reintroducing Fane's soul to it, because it likely has a fraction of it. And it worked, sort of. That was a bad roll.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did
exactly what you thought it would.
That's probably some important information for me to remember.
His soul entered the abomination, but she never gets to speak with him again. So, at that point, Benny reappeared. Hesitated upon being told that it's Fane, and we got into the building. Mostly thanks to Ralph, who just kind of yeeted everybody in with his whack-a-stick or whatever he called it.
Yeah, I just kind of went up to everybody and just kind of them through the wall.
Who
non-lateral motivator.
All right, I love this.
I hope you guys are ready, because now that I have this new toy, I'm going to be using it so much because it's perfect for this character.
We're going to talk about this later. Okay, yes, keep going. This is awesome.
For his trouble, Ralph was punted through the floor and into the basement. I think by the abomination. I think by the spider. And as soon as we entered, all 3 of us on the first floor were separated. Benny came into contact with what is calling herself a Wraith Knight, who is a Risen, who was the original Death Knight. Alavara interrupted before their duel could begin, and she called the abomination to her side, and now we're kind of facing 2-on-2. I'm not quite sure what's happening in the basement because I wasn't focusing on that at the time. I do apologize. My notes are centered around my character. Oh yeah, she also learned some things about her and managed to limit some of the Wraith Knight's supernatural abilities. I have notes on which ones those were if you forgot, Lucas.
Wait, say that. Note on what?
Which supernatural abilities of the Wraith Knight that Alavara managed to limit using Castigate Undead?
I think...
Because I limited 3 of them. You listed them off. I don't have them listed, but I know it was the first one, the third one, and the 6th that I limited.
Oh, okay, yes. She has 6. And
Yes, she has 6, and that terrifies me.
This is a fan-made creature too, so I was like,
Of
ooh.
course it is.
But I made
course.
the macrachnid creature that you're facing now.
Yeah.
I mean, no, the macrachnid is not him. This is just the baby.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I remember.
That's a pretty good recap. Oh yeah, instead of typing it, will someone just watch Twitch chat and respond, or tell me if something important comes up, because I can't see it tonight.
I can pull it up
Please,
on my laptop.
please and thank you. Because I have to watch Roll20 over here.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, over in the east part of the basement of this haunted manor, which is a haunt right now, upstairs, not down here. It's weird like that.
It's a monster house.
Benny, the current Dark Knight, faces off with the Wraith Knight, who was the previous Dark Knight. And
Allegedly.
That's what she claims.
Allegedly.
she's talking some smack. She was talking to Smack House. She captured Lucy, Benny's wife. You know, I'm not sure. She just was like, Lucy screamed a lot. She was terrified.
Sorry.
You know, things like that. She goes, but now this is giving us a chance to fight one-on-one for me to reclaim my title. Because I tortured your wife before. You know, just throwing all kinds of shade and back and forth, just casually looking to fight. And so she's kind of like armor and solid on top, and comes down to a wispy Casper the ghost tail at the bottom, kind of just floating there as she struts towards the Dark Knight. Can't wear this hat. Can't do it right now. Too much. And then just inside the main basement, you have this giant metal spider that wears the face of Alivara's husband, Fane. She put Fane's soul into it. It stuttered it. It made it smoke a little bit, and it seemed to affect him, but it hasn't done any kind of real big damage that you can tell. But the soul transference did work.
Yeah.
Now, if this is Blades in the Dark or Forged in the Dark game, I would start a clock for something so like this. I guess I can semi-start a clock. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. And then Ralph and Cecil were united. They did some bro bonding over the blood, as the blood had washed one of them into the basement. I think Cecil.
Yeah, Cecil got hosed.
I took that scene.
I just kind of had a light drizzle with the sight of Cecil.
I took the idea of the mounted heads that were going crazy and the blood from the wall from Evil Dead 2. When he looks in the hole and there's just the 8,000 gallons of blood come out of the wall and just spray ash all over the place. Yeah, I was like, I think that was chocolate syrup they used in that movie, actually. I believe was what the prop was. But anyways, that'd be delicious. Delicious. I like chocolate. I'm a fat kid. I love chocolate. Anyways, I'm getting derailed thinking about chocolate. Where's my chocolate? Found some chocolate.
See, you don't need any GM yum-yums from the audience. You've got them right there next to you.
True. I found a chocolate gold coin. Oh, this is my celebratory gold coin. This campaign's over. Anyways, derailed. My name is Lucas. So you two are currently trying to get back to the group. Ralph just created a holy hand grenade type thing.
Yep.
And I think that was about the last thing that happened, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and then
Pretty close, yeah.
Well, Alvaro did Undertaker, or did you just click that so we could see it? I see that was the last thing in the chat of Roll20. When you perform the rites,
Don't
Resident-
have any notes regarding
you gain one
that.
soul.
it
And
might have been an accidental push.
okay. Well, in
I
that case,
think that was accidental.
Ralph had a perfect
Because I don't
roll
remember it either.
to make a.
To make a holy hand
Holy
grenade
hand
with no
grenade.
No side
no
effects.
side effects and no weird limitations.
Holy hand grenade of undead buggery, as I see the notes here. So, this is where we're set up. Benny is face to face with. Her name is. Not anyone cares, but. I'm gonna. Lady Koebel the Risen. And face to face with her. Olivera's face to face, literally with the spider. She's up on the first floor, And this thing is in the basement, but it's so tall, it's almost looking her in the eyes. And then just south of that, Ralph and Cecil regaining their composure. Ralph puts together this grenade, and that's where you guys all are. So, Alavar, you get your +1 forward for doing the recap, and you guys know your bonuses and the extra things you have to use. And here we are. And my question is, as it always must be, what do you do? Specifically, I'm looking at Benny first, if I may just push him a little bit.
Okay, cool. Benny is going to do a simple hack and slash at this point.
Simplistical hack and slash?
Simplistical hack and slash.
It's time to duel.
I'm okay with this.
I'm pretty sure the Shadow Realm might be her home, though.
So you
So
did
the
1,
Shadow
3, and
Realm with
6.
you. Alright, here we go. Rolling the strength check.
Oh,
13, sir.
Strong start to the night.
you monster.
Which is really good because that activates one ability.
Nice.
Sanguine Blade with my character, which is
Click it up there.
using my Dark Blade with a roll of 12 plus. In addition to dealing my damage, I also heal 1d6 hit points.
Oh,
Yes, that is nice.
So let's roll the damage first.
roll that beautiful bean damage. Holy
10.
crap.
Yes.
This may be the most damage you've ever done in this campaign. Right?
I know!
It's max damage.
Max damage.
And here's the 1d6 I heal. 3. Yay, I lost 1, so I'm now at full.
Okay, so
Nice.
she has some pretty thick armor, but a bunch of it. I mean, do you have any piercing?
Oh, let me look. He does have piercing. I believe it's piercing 1, but let me check.
That would be good for you.
I mean, piercing is always good
sharp
when the
piercing
PCs have it.
1.
Oh man, you okay? So she's just like, I've been looking forward to this, Benny. My master has sent me on many tasks, but none so glorious as the capturing of Lucy, so precious to you. And she just raises her. She has a sword and mace combination, and she just comes at you suddenly. She's
And
like,
let me send your master your head.
and so what's it look like? She comes at you suddenly. She just like, "Rah!" and comes at you with this mace and sword, with like just this kind of cross swing up with both, right? And Benny's ready.
He pretty much does the old samurai thing where he lunges forward. You see him shoot past, and his long odachi length katana slices across, and this spattering of, I don't know, blackish blood of the Wraith Knight sprays as he hits her.
Oh yeah, I think you pierce. It hits her right in the plate armor that's on top, but it just cuts right through like hot knife through butter. Like she wasn't even expecting it, so she was a little careless. And yeah, it sparks and it shatters, and then the blood goes everywhere. And she screams. She's like, "Oh, how?" Oh, actually, roll an additional D4.
Ooh, D4.
Because you glow like a flashlight.
Okay.
1.
Yeah,
There we go. Back to the Betty rolls.
but it goes through, and she's sitting there. She's stinging. It's like she's been corrupted, but the opposite way. It's like she's been blessed, and she's like, how, and her eyes just start to boil over red, and
I had a date with a god. I wish to keep it.
all right, and so she's like, and she comes at you again. What do you guys do? Remember, it's all based on. I just react to you. I set it up. If you want to go again, Benny, if no one else is jumping in, you may.
I want to figure out how to deal with Thane.
Oh, that's a whole nother matter.
That's yeah. I think
So-
that's why I'd posted my Undertaker move last time, because it's specifically over recently dead or dying creature. But I kind of feel like doing the whole last rites thing, it makes sense here. or at least attempting a very shortened version of her last rites.
It might not be a bad idea. Let me actually, you reminded me of something I wanted to tell you guys before the stream, and I forgot. Everybody, take a glance at your alignment and try to, because we haven't fulfilled them a lot throughout this campaign. So if you can do it, I just want to remind you to do that. So anyways, we're gonna get all the other ones. I'm pretty sure because we're gonna do some major crap tonight. So, yikes.
Outside of talking, there's literally no way I can do anything about any of the 3 alignment choices I have in combat. This guy just doesn't do it. Just doesn't work.
Yeah, that would
Hi,
be
Tice.
what LaTorra is going to attempt here, is just kind of like a really quick puff of some incense or other. Whatever. I haven't really described her ritual she does for the last rites. I just know it involves incense, and that's all I know, actually.
Are you trying to perform?
And it's normally very showy, but this is a very quick and dirty kind of last rite thing because it's trying to kill me.
Normally you kill the thing first before you start
I
doing
mean, he's
rites to
technically
bury
already
it.
dead. He's technically already dead. It's all I've got,
I
okay?
think the brass
Every time I turn
spider
on-
cares to disagree.
Yeah, every time I turn off my car, I consider it dead.
But
Dead
I'm
to
sorry,
me.
I had to pick on you just a little bit because it's just...
but the way the Undertaker move works, it's not really a proper roll for this, so I don't know what you want me to roll. Because there's no real action for Undertaker. You just gain a soul and ask questions.
That's what you do then. So the spider like extends its legs and it like rises up to your level, and this haunted, stretched, morbid face of your lost husband is looking at you, and these razor sharp mandibles are opening up below. It's disgusting, and it's raising its 2 front legs to strike, and it's just looking at you, and it's just smiling a too inhuman big smile. And that's when you perform this, I think, and you tell me what you do, and then what you question. You gain a soul. Now, do you gain their soul? I think you pull. Do you pull?
That's the way we've been describing it, and it does seem to fit, because the way it reads, it says, when you perform last rites over a recently dead or dying sentient creature, you gain 1 soul, and you may ask the deceased's player the following questions. They must answer you truthfully, and then...
I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's already dead, if he doesn't even count as dead anymore. Like, you're taking a big risk if you do this because you don't know if he's dead.
I know. She's mostly trying to put the soul to rest.
That's fine. Oh, but it's the soul itself. Okay, so...
And hoping it'll help weaken it. And maybe,
Well,
I
you
don't
just-
know.
you just put-
She's grasping at
You
straws.
just put the soul in there, and now you're taking it back out. So I like this crazy, weird idea that you're doing. So go ahead and tell me the ritual, and then tell me the question you ask.
So this being a really, really shortened, condensed version of her ritual, kind of proves that it doesn't need to be as long and showy as it normally is. But so it's less incense, more, let's call it an essential oil. Because I can't come up with anything else.
Bruce oil. just
Instead
say
of
word
the incense
oil.
itself, it's the oil from the plant, the fragrant oil, which
The extract.
she coats her blade in, just a couple drops on the blade that she uses. It's a very ornate sacrificial knife is what it is. And she says just a few short words in probably a long dead language, actually.
Yep. Okay.
Is how she performs her last rites. And she doesn't want to do this, but she's going to lunge toward Thane with the knife, because I feel like it plays some sort of role in her last rites, but normally it's not moving when she does this.
True.
And so she needs a bit of the blood or flesh of the individual who she's performing last rites over. So that's what she's gonna.
Well, there is.
She's gonna try and combine the. Yeah,
There's a tiny bit
I
of flesh.
know it's horrible and I hate it, but this is what we're doing.
Okay, so then you're gonna jump onto him and you're gonna
Yep.
pierce that dagger right into his face.
Yeah.
And right
We're
into
gonna try.
No, you're gonna do it. It doesn't, because you're not necessarily doing damage. You're just performing
Yeah.
the last rites. And
Right.
Ask me.
Okay.
So you describe to me how this looks, and then ask the question.
So, she says those words that I don't even know if she understands what she's saying. She was taught this ritual by death, basically. And she jumps on him. She takes that little sliver and Tice, that's terrible.
We're maxed. Thank you, buddy.
And she very quietly says, "I'm sorry," as she does this.
Mm-hmm.
And it, takes the sliver of flesh from, we'll just call it like the cheekbone.
So you jump
And
on.
it's just a slice. Yeah,
you jump
no.
onto him and you.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And well, she knows the former, the former question.
It seems surprised as you do this and then jump out. Like it seems stunned. Like it can't react. So it allows you to jump on there, and its eyes are like. When you do that, and then. Give me the question.
The question we're going for is, what regret burdens your soul? I know what killed him, technically, the first time. I don't even know how that one would be answered anymore.
Oh,
so we're gonna go with the regrets. Because we're gonna try and soothe those, if we can.
Thanks for the
I'm not
200-bit
liking
donation
this.
from Tice the Betrayer.
Yeah, thanks, Tice.
I thought he lost his
Because he
credit card
needed
access.
that.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Well, somebody definitely needs to take it away
I see
again.
the assassins I sent failed.
His wife must not be home, so he's like, aha.
Aha. I found money. in a
Did you
cocktail.
have to use an ice pick to get your credit card out of that block of ice that your wife probably put it in?
Don't tell the wife.
Oh, man.
We're totally not stalling for the GM here.
I don't
But
like.
I'm not.
I'm just gonna put this out there for the record. I don't like anything that's happening right now, and neither does Alavara.
Yeah, literally Olivara. Literally, there's one thing that encapsulates what Olivara is doing right now.
Not quite. That would have
Close
been a
enough.
hack and slash, and she's not about that life.
Not about the hack life.
I hope it's not coming through like ear-shatteringly loud through headphones. By the way, I don't know how it's on the other end.
No, it wasn't bad. Oh my gosh.
See, I normally do things that give the GM, leverage like this on purpose, but this time I don't have a choice.
Could have let me just take it over. I could have had an awesome spot amount, but
No.
no, you were like, don't touch it.
No, this is my problem. I will deal with this.
Well, now it's everybody's problem. We have
You were in the basement, shush.
We're literally 5
Yeah,
feet
you're
away.
in the basement too.
She's not. She's
We're
in the
all
balcony
in the
above it.
basement.
Yeah, I'm not.
Spider's
I'm
in the
not
basement,
actually.
though.
The spider's
Well-
in the basement, but facing me, and I'm now
Technically,
on
now
top
you are
of
in the basement,
spider, and
Hey, Tice.
I don't like anything about this.
That's how the way.
You've joined the basement if you jumped on the spot.
I'm not in it as for right now, Tice, but go ahead and pick a number between like 3 and
3 million.
3 and 8.
Who are you giving this choice to?
Tice.
Why?
Between 3 and 8.
Why are you giving him this choice?
Why?
He picked 4.
That's
4 is the
four.
number.
Not 3,
4.
not 5.
4 is the number.
Sounds like
My
the
brain was
counting-
still on Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch.
That's exactly where it
Yeah.
should be.
Or the the counting expert hired by Nevada. Yes, I'm going to continue on with the Nevada
Oh
with
God,
slow
thank
memes.
you, Tice. Yeah, 4 is the Japanese number for death.
Full.
It is thematically appropriate. Unfortunately, I'm just not sure whose death yet.
I'll
Probably
take-
mine.
Me for $500.
I didn't activate the armor that she has yet.
I think you activated it. I think.
Armor.
You activated it before
Last
going in the
time.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So
Are we just gonna say that's still going?
I'm gonna use.
Because that's it. Well, you actually had it activated on the zip line. Which is
Yes.
the whole reason why I managed to also, careen you into the house with little to no damage.
Oh yes. That
Thanks for giving me a moment, guys. So here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
So you're on this dude's face, this Spider-Man's face, Spider-Man. I'm going to use a couple of my.
Spooder.
I'm going to use
Oh,
two
of
of
course
my.
you are.
I'm using two of my GM things right now. So
2?
I don't like this at all.
yeah. So the transference of the soul, you put it in and then you brought it back out to put it to rest. So you cut a little bit of the flesh off, and as soon as you do, like with the dagger, it just it's like light pierces, like pure white energy just explodes out of that cut, and it almost like throws you off. You're just like barely hanging on, and you just see Fane's like spirit fizzle back out, and he looks at you. He's like, for a second, he's like, "LaTorra, this time I go. I'm so sorry that I was never there for you enough. I never gave you the family that you wanted. I'm sorry, I was selfish. Please forgive me." And he evaporates into smoke.
I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah.
Give it a minute.
And
Nope.
the inhuman face looking at you just breaks and shatters apart as the whole entire front of the spider opens and grabs you and sucks you inside and closes. And it goes dark. And the spider's like moving around, and it's just like, and you guys hear it crashing into walls and breaking stuff and just all kinds of stuff, and it just starts shooting, like instead of shooting webs, the abdomen, like this is where Cecil and Ralph are looking around the corners, right? And you see like it envelop her inside, and it starts to spin what wants to spin a web, but instead it spits out bodies out of its abdomen, or out of its thorax, I guess, and these 4 corpses hit the ground. And they instantly get up, and you get basically zombies as these 4 corpses
Oh, hell no.
rise up
Hell
and stand
no.
up in this room. Thank you, Tice.
Yeah, thanks,
So-
Tice.
The one threat was enveloping of LaTorra, but the right worked, and the spider's out of control.
Yeah, great. That's what I wanted.
And you're inside it, and as you're inside it, you're in dark. You feel things grabbing, metal things grabbing and piercing your body and turning you around, and it seems like it's trying to assimilate you
lovely.
into the spider.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Cecil, if you don't mind, I'd like to take the next turn, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Seeing the bodies, I'm going to walk up, put my back against the corner of the wall here, the little hole that lets me see into this room. Gonna take my holy hand grenade of undead buggery, pull the pin, and count to 3, and toss it in.
Not 5.
4, sir.
1, 2, 3.
4, sir.
Oh, it cut off. It cut off. Do it again.
No, do it again.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, the wrong sound effect. and the room is going to fill with a giant nimbus of holy nimbus or radiant energy, hopefully hitting everything in the room. So what kind of roll? So I would say
Sounds like a volley to me.
Yeah, sounds like a volley. I'm gonna take at least one of the +1s in the pool here.
Go for it.
Do it.
So that's an 11.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
We're doing D8s for holy damage that we've been doing this campaign,
Yeah, so far.
and then your damage.
So my damage. So my damage is a D6 because this is not my runic weapon.
So roll your regular damage plus a D8.
And then I'm just gonna change that to a D8. So and then that's disappointing.
A 4 and a 1 for the audience.
Oh.
Disappointment.
Oh my goodness.
Stop rolling
Rip.
like me.
So it goes off and it goes, and the spider doesn't seem to be affected. It's crashing into stuff, and then it holds perfectly still, and you hear noises like up inside it, like some jarring and some vibrating, but the spider's like perfectly still. All 8 legs are on the ground, no face to be seen, and the zombies like get up just as they rise, they get blasted, they get hit back. A couple of them were, like a couple were far away, and a couple were like still standing up, so they didn't hit from the main blast, but they all took damage that all went through. And you see some of the flesh just be like vaporized off them, but there's still enough to function. And now they're like noticed you, and they're like, ah. And you can see they have like pure black spider eyes, and like the little mandibles coming out of the mouth. So it's like they're human spider zombies.
Thanks. I hate it.
I know. I hate it too. It's gross. I hate all these things in this game, like all these creatures. I'm like, this is disgusting.
You have control over this, Lucas.
I know. I
All right.
He
Direct
has no
control
here.
over this.
I know.
He has no power here.
Cecil, you sick of boy, I guess? I don't know. Do you want to throw minions at this?
They are there to die for you.
He just shakes his head and walks forward. He's going to attack. He's going to ignore the zombie and walk over to the giant flailing spider.
Did they
Okay.
watch her get swallowed?
Yeah, he did. He was standing. right
I
there.
saw something. I'm not sure what I saw because technically the spider is in like a zone where I don't exactly have perfect vision. I just know that you disappeared.
I was okay
I
that
think once I hear banging going on inside and probably Alavara screaming as she's being stabbed, I can put 2 and 2 together.
Let me see here. Let me double check my rolls that I can do with this power.
Well, she hasn't actually taken any damage. That was thematic.
Spend a horde, 1 for 1. Options. Okay. So I'm going to go simple. Whoop.
you did a
Hack and slash.
hack and slash for 9 versus the spider.
Yep.
It's holding perfectly still, and you walk up to it.
And
you hit
do
it?
my damage.
So there is some damage coming back to you.
Oh,
Okay,
Stop
instead
rolling like me.
You rolled
of that, really, what the sound effect was?
It is a mace hitting a solid wooden object, so it's pretty accurate.
You hit the leg, and he rolled a 1 just for the audience since they can't see the result here. It just bounces off the spider leg. And it does not attack you, but a couple of zombies.
I did walk right past one, so
Yep, we'll just say that these 2 on the right side of the room, suddenly like they just like they look at you, and they see that something's being threatened that they like, and they just hop and they come at you, and they pull out these hands, and
they pull out these hands. They pull their hands off to find more hands.
they pull out these spare
Inception
hands that they
hands.
had on them, because everybody
I'm
carries
just
around
now
spare hands
imagining
with
them
them.
just kind of going did it, and just like as connected. Like every time it's just a new hand, and just like connect like
Nesting
Legos.
doll hands.
They never.
Or like
I'm somewhat reminded of a Junji Ito manga.
They're just carrying around mannequin hands, But anyways, their fingers, I'm gonna say, like are all webbed, like with webbing, not like human webbing, but like spider webbing, and they grab you and you're stuck with them, and then they have their mandibles and they both clamp down on you. I'm only gonna roll, so like 2 of them hit you. Let me just take a look at all these different pages. So they do for D6 damage, but there's 2 of them, so it's D6 plus 1 for additional enemy. Minus your armor, of course.
Yep.
So 4 damage.
So take 2 damage.
So 2, and they grab onto you and they stick to you, and they're making spider sounds, which I'm not sure what sounds spiders make, but
Actually, I'm going to.
Is there like an audible click of mandibles?
Yeah, but it's clicking to flesh. They're like click, click, click.
Never mind. Go ahead.
And so Cecil has 2 on him. Ralph has just thrown the grenade, and looking at his results, Oliveira is inside being assimilated, and Benny is standing off with Koebel the Fallen. Sorry, Koebel the Risen. Opposite of what I said.
So here's a question, GM.
Here's an answer.
Was that door behind the Wraith Knight open when the Holy Hand Grenade went off?
Oh, here?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there was a door there. But
Did it also maybe tickle the Wraith Knight at all?
I have said no. Nope. I don't feel the spread was that far. If you centered it in the middle of that room, I mean, yeah, I'm leaving that fight to Benny unless he says, help me.
I tried, buddy.
Benny did very well in the last round. He hurt her bad.
So far, Benny's the only one not rolling hot garbage tonight so far.
Well, I didn't make a roll
Which
yet,
is a
so
very
you can
strange
wait.
thing.
You can wait for that assessment until I have actually made a roll. Which it's probably going to be hot garbage because I'm going to attempt something that'll likely be a roll I'm not good at. Because Alavara, sacrificial dagger still in hand, is going to try and cut her way out of the spider.
Nothing's wrong with that, I'm sure.
It seems like the prudent course of action.
That's
all I'm saying.
I feel like it's defied danger by powering through, which is strength.
I had a feeling you were going to say something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Literally my worst roll.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Unless she's going to somehow turn on a flashlight or feel around the dark and try to use like quick thinking to like try to find buttons or levers to open an escape hatch or something like that. You know, try to find...
I mean, I do have the corpse lantern spell, which is a light. I'm not sure I want to see what it looks like in here, but it is actually a mechanical creature. It's not fully... That actually makes more sense.
I'm just giving you ideas, depending on how you narrate it, if you want to not roll your weakest roll. But remember, if you guys fail, you'll get XP. So
I already have a level up banked for when we have time, and I think I might be close to 2. I'm fine.
okay, all right.
Besides, I'll probably roll like garbage anyway. Okay, so do you want me to roll to cast my spell?
If that's what you're supposed to do, then yes.
Yeah, it's a roll to cast magic.
So you got. Ooh, that's
Other mucker.
That's a 5. That's.
I'm definitely not gonna have to worry about needing experience.
That's double ones.
Yeah, that's box.
That's snake
Son
eyes.
of a...
Oh, Alavara.
Benny is the only one not rolling hot garbage.
Mark XP.
Still true. Yep, still true.
So there's not only does bad things happen, but 2 bad things happen. I'm glad you guys made backup characters.
I didn't. I have no
didn't,
backup character
actually.
made. Although making characters is really easy.
All right, so
Glad I didn't waste my +1 forward on that roll, because I almost did.
This is minus. Don't forget to minus your armor from the damage. But this is the first part.
Oh god, that means there's more than one part.
Actually, this is +1 piercing. What's your armor?
3.
Okay, so you only have 2 armor that will take effect here.
Okay.
So, you got lucky. So 5 minus 2 is you only take 3 damage.
Okay.
So you try to cast a spell, and you're starting to cast it and move your hands, and stuff grabs your hands, throws it back, and something grabs your head and pins it. Something goes around your neck, and you're pierced from all sides. You're flipped over, and you're pushed towards the front, and suddenly you can't even move. And
Of course.
your body feels like it's getting pierced and also pulled apart at the same time. And suddenly like something goes right into your temples, and suddenly your eyes light up and you can see out the front of the spider, and you are becoming part of the spider. You are a good chunk of the way there. You can suddenly you don't feel like you have 2 arms and 2 legs. You feel like you have 8 legs on the ground, and one of them's still tingly where someone struck it with a mace a moment ago.
Yeah, I'm sure it really hurts.
This is gonna be interesting. Okay.
You are now very close to becoming part of this, becoming one with this machine.
Yep.
You're the ghost. You're the reaper in the machine.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh, it's so perfect.
Oh, man, this got real interesting.
Oh my goodness. I don't. Somebody else go. I'm gonna stop rolling for a little bit.
All right, we haven't heard from Betty in a while.
Yeah.
Please help me.
Please help.
Do something good.
Kill the Wraith.
Let me see. Wow.
My plan
Kill the Wraith.
for what it's
Have
worth.
It is
seen what
time.
happened in the other room.
What was that?
Would Benny have seen what happened in the other room?
I think you can hear all kinds of stuff going on, but
You definitely would see 2 spider people.
you see, you would have to look through the room and then up in the air, and I think the angle through what was left of the wall, I don't think so. Unless you wanted to try
I
to
don't think
discern
so either.
realities and see if you're aware of it. That's up to you.
Well, Alavara is no longer doing the whole silent, the grin and bear it thing that she normally does. Definite sounds of her trying to struggle at the very least.
So
Sure, let's do a discern realities to see if Benny even realizes anything else going on other than this Wraith Knight.
all right, plus wisdom.
He was aware that Alavara was
wisdom.
there. Because there was a bit where Alavara would be a second, and then she called it quieter, and he's like, that's not what I meant!
You're probably currently exchanging blows with this creature, and in the room behind
yeah.
you have Ralph and Cecil on the ground. There's these corpses walking around in this mechanical spider. You don't really know
And a
where Oliver
grenade
is,
just
but-
went off.
yeah, like how much can you pay attention? So
Yeah.
you could obviously you can roll this roll and just and we
Rolling.
can,
Hey, you don't see Jack squat.
It's not a 6 or less.
it's yeah, you can ask one question from the list of discern realities.
What happened here recently?
Well, that pretty much tells
Perfect
you.
question.
You know that she was facing off with it, and you heard,
Previously on DBZ.
you recall now, like you recall her saying, "I'm sorry," and then clang as she jumped on something, and then you hear, "Olivara, I'm sorry," like Vane talking. Then he's gone, and then just like, so you're like,
And then probably some muffled
Mm-hmm.
struggling from her.
It's almost like a recollection because you started exchanging blows with her again after you damaged her, and then now it's kind of come back to like, wait a minute, I think she's in big trouble. So, but
So he just had a brain blast moment.
but Koebel the Risen is between you and the door.
Yeah. Like someone else besides me is also in danger in this dangerous place of dangers. I am a genius. Oh, ow, why are you hitting me? Crap, I have my
Very
own
much.
problems.
So
Very much
So
so.
Benny, what do? You finishing
All right.
this battle? Are you trying to get away
And-
around? Like what's going on?
He is actually going to try and power through the Wraith Knight. Basically, do a line back, just shoulder past, and he's going to try and get to this mechanical spider because clearly Olivara's having trouble.
All right, so you
What would make you think that?
I don't know, the muffled screaming kind of does it. The muffled-
Yeah, I
okay?
imagine so.
So you're gonna defy danger by powering through her with a plus strength.
Yep.
Do it.
Let's do
I
it.
don't want to see this roll.
9.
9.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So you're literally
Annoying.
storming through her, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
I stumble.
I'm sorry, Lucas. I'm having too much fun playing with my toy.
So with a roll of 9, which is what I got, I either stumble, hesitate, or flinch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
No, I'm going to offer you a hard bargain. That's what I like
Oh
doing with these
no.
rolls.
I don't like the bargains.
Here we go.
You can power through.
Proceed, sir.
You'll power through here. Ah, boy. What can I taketh away? Let's pull up your character.
You've already got Lucy.
The
Do
GM
I?
giveth. What can the GM taketh away?
Or is Lucy still in my skull?
No, you let
I
her.
think Lucy's still in the skull.
No, you burned Lucy up.
No, she spent Tim.
Yep.
Tim and Fane are gone, and
Yep.
I know the Overlord is still in my skull. I'm pretty sure Lucy is too. No. I spent the Overlord to heal Benny, and he's like, he freaked out when I did that, when I used one of the soul from the skull. I recall that.
So you're gonna try to.
Because he
Yeah,
said
no,
Lucy
I know.
was in there, and he said, "Don't you dare let me see you do that again."
Yeah, I recall
Because
that.
it might be Lucy next time.
Yeah. I
So
remember that.
Benny goes to charge through because he's like, Koebel sees that you look past her and like what you're gonna do, and she's like, "Don't you dare leave this battle, you dishonorable dog. Fight with honor." And as you go to power through, she's like, her weapons evaporate, and she places her hands onto your armor, and she begins to tear it away. So you can step back into the room and not go forward and save your armor, or you can power through, and you tears your armor away and destroys it.
Could at least buy him dinner first. I'm sorry. I couldn't not.
Rebound date there, huh? Already second base.
Benny's going through.
Oh,
He would do it.
your black scale armor.
His armor's gone.
You can leave it on your sheet in case you replenish it at some point, but your +2, you have no armor anymore, and you power through. She's like, "Then I will take this from you," and she just grabs it, and it just like disintegrates into smoke off of you, and you push through, and she's pushed aside.
I will not let you take anything else.
And you go and you power through into the next room where you see 2 zombies, spider corpse things on Cecil. This large spider here, no Alavara because she's technically inside the machine. I'll put her, move her to front 1 second so you guys can dog on it. You
Yes.
to front.
Big tokens make big
Spoiler.
problems.
Yep. There we go.
Pointer.
And then see, Ralph should be okay. Well, he's kind of peeking in through the wall.
Yeah.
So you guys are all in the same room. You power through. You're there, and well done, as it were.
As it were.
Yep.
So what do you guys do now? This is
I think
battles on the cusp.
Cecil. I think Cecil, you have more pressing problems than Ralph currently does.
Yeah, I do have problems, and I usually ignore my problems.
Don't forget, you guys can help assist each other as well.
Exactly.
Well, I would.
Kind
Ralph,
of occupied at the
Ralph.
moment.
Cecil looks to his minions and points at the spider, and he says, hold that steady for me. And he's going to project his power into the spider to try to take control over it.
I don't like the
Wait,
thought
what?
of that.
When you project your evil power to control an NPC, projection of power.
Oh, put that up on the.
I'll
Unless that
put it
makes
up
the
for you.
roll.
Yep.
My God.
Uh,
So does your body stand there in like your essence?
And he's basically just command is shut down.
Alavar, your brand new eyes begin to open, and you begin to flex your brand new legs, and you have a feeling that you like this maybe, and then suddenly it's like you just get hard drive wiped and just pushed aside, and you snap out of it. Well, actually, maybe not quite. You start to get.
We're sorry. Windows has encountered a problem and must restart.
You suddenly hit a firewall, and you get backed up. You get refreshed to the home screen, and you're like, wait, what? So you're kind of like part spider, part yourself. But it's 7 to 9,
Oh, that's
right?
very disorienting.
On 7 to 9, their true nature fights back. So Cecil tries to enter the spider, but you cannot have full access. You guys are like at 50-50. The Alavara spider, it's like a combination right now, is pushing back against you. It's suddenly a battle of wills. And this is not the way I thought you guys would fight this spider, so it's so much better.
Hey, I got this.
That's
for like
the sound
5
my
levels,
brain
it
is
feels like,
making right
so.
now, Joe. That is the perfect sound for what my brain is doing right now.
So anyways, does it look like anything on the outside from Ralph and Benny's point of view when you do this, Cecil?
Yes. Basically, his armor, his golden armor, starts to glow, and his eyes are like glowy darkness, like nothing there. What was it like? Like they used to say that black holes were this wispy void with stars in it, but they look like they're endlessly dark too. You know, it's like one of those things where someone used the word dark too many times in the description. Because they can't come up with another word for dark, and it's basically what's emanating, like horn-like, but it just tapers up to like here on it above his head, like 2 pair of horns coming from his eyes, and it just hangs there.
That's
kind of flickering,
terrifying.
despite the golden armor shining brightly.
I think as far as Cecil looking like an ordinary person, this is probably the creepiest, weirdest you've seen him since the start of this campaign. Like it would be unsettling. Of course, you are fighting zombie corpses and spiders, so maybe.
And I do have 2 spider guys attached to my shoulders.
A lot more pressing issues than how weird.
Can I just ignore it and step forward a little, shuffle forward just a little more, and grab the leg of the spider as the minions help me hold on to it?
I think so. You grab onto the spider thing, and the minions are helping, and these 2 other spider things are still gnawing on you. Benny, and Ralph, this is what you see. Like Cecil is ignoring the damage, and it continues to drain him. It looks like, or they continue to bite into him, and this is what you guys see. It's time for Ralph or Benny to look at this situation. Let's see what they do. Alavara can fight back as well if she's like, no, I don't want this presence in here. You don't know this presence, or do you? Is it familiar? Maybe it is.
She would fight back against it.
Maybe do you?
And
okay.
But my idea was before Cecil did what he did, but I think I'm gonna go with it anyway. Is she's going to try, and I'm gonna hate this a lot, but she's gonna try and intentionally. I don't want to use the word assimilate because that's a bad thing.
Integrate?
I still don't like the connotations there. She's going to try and take control of this abomination. She's already connected to it. It's trying to do this anyway, but I'm going to be in control.
I like this.
Is what I'm going
3
for.
separate wills, all fighting for no control. Why can't I take control? Then suddenly you realize you're a dude. Uh-oh.
So,
I think that's
what do you want me to roll for that?
Oh, you're going to defy danger with wisdom. It's through mental fortitude. I mean,
thank God. And I mean that with all sincerity. Please. I've rolled.
Take the +1 in the tank.
Well, I have 1, personally.
Take
that I got
the
for
other
doing.
+1. You have +2 now.
Wisdom.
Please, for the love of
I
God.
only need 1. Okay, wisdom is my best roll. That I'm not gonna finish that thought that I just had because then it'll happen. But I am going to take a +1 forward on this that I got for doing the recap.
Okay.
Somebody pray for me.
A 10.
That is a 10. Thank you.
Oh. See, so Cecil had a 7 to 9. I think this might trump his roll. Oh, so you just like, no, the spider is mine.
Basically, so it's less words that she says, more just, let's go with a wordless kind of scream. It's not like a pained scream. It's more, no,
No,
it's not a Wilhelm scream. Most definitely not a Wilhelm scream.
I couldn't resist the timing though.
What's, just to throw some rules off whack, what's the amount of bond Cecil and Elvira have with each other? Or
I actually don't have one with Cecil right now on my end. I need one. I couldn't come up with a way to write it.
Cecil
Before
has
we
slimmed
began?
his down over time.
do you have?
Basically, Cecil is on the path of giving up on anything to do with her. His has changed from like trying to get her on his side, to get her as part of his harem and then stuff like that, to she's very dedicated to her path, protect her or stay out of the way.
Okay, so you have one with her.
The last one that she had was with Cecil, and it would be along similar lines, is that she's got a very positive view of him. Like she started out viewing him as like this selfish, self-important jackwagon, but he's put himself in harm's way so many times to protect her or others that she's like,
Okay, well, so
he's an all right guy.
you effectively both have a bond with each other. So
Yeah, I just didn't know how to write that succinctly for a bond.
no, that's fine. What I want to get at is you guys can both roll plus bond with each other. So you're each going to roll 2d6 plus 1. Cecil, when Elvira just assimilates or integrates, she pushes out to like 95% total control.
Mm-hmm.
And you almost get pushed out enough that you're feeling your body getting eaten alive by these creatures, and it's starting to pain you. And okay, Elvira, roll a 2d6 plus 1. This is not a... Okay, so this is not an experience roll. This is just I want to see the bonding. Elvira, you are too into it to know who that is, Cecil. Mm-hmm. But Cecil, you were aware that Elvira is definitely a part of this machine. And you're powerless as she's starting to push you out. I mean, you can try again, obviously, to battle this will. And I think... No,
I'm just sitting here. Like literally, this thing going on right now is literally.
That's the best one yet.
You guys are playing tug of war over the thing that I wanted. to start with.
Yeah, it's. I can't even tonight. I don't even know where this is not what I expected at all.
No, I'm totally lost, but we're just gonna go with it. It's great. It's great.
It's amazing.
Ralph and Benny.
Ralph, go ahead.
You can see that there is some craziness going on with the spider, but the other two zombies.
Can he though? Because I mean, really, externally, we're just all standing there.
Well, okay, that's true.
I think I'm tuned in enough with magical machinery to understand what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're standing there.
Ralph is going to be
Magical.
impulsive.
I would say unless you discern realities, you don't know 100% what's going on, but you can go, I have ideas.
I mean, what I see is Cecil locking down the spider. He's doing something, but now I want in. It's like I'm mecha dude. It's my spider. I am going to try to get on top of this thing, and then I am going to start ripping out wires and start to try to hot wire this thing.
Now that, from a different perspective of invasiveness, is a great addition.
Perfect.
So you're going to crawl up this thing to the top and start pulling wires out.
Yep.
That's not where
Yep.
I thought that sentence was going.
Nope. I'm going to use
to
use my staff as
highest
a pole vault to get on top of this thing.
You're rocket jumping.
So it sounds like that would be defying danger with dexterity.
To get up top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to take the other +1 that's sitting in the pool then.
So yeah, these two. Oh, a 12. Nice.
Yeah.
13
Nice.
boxcars.
It is boxcars.
Nice.
So not only because of this is an extra good thing, and you can describe what it looks like, but not only do you successfully get up there, but you can roll your damage against the spider if that's what you're. Are you trying to hotwire or are you
I'm trying to
damage it?
hotwire. I am trying to take control through a more direct means of my mechanical know-how.
What's more direct than being plugged into it? Please don't damage me with this.
He can
Considering that
plug into
my
it, too.
early, I did a analyzed Wemmer when we were up top when you originally stunned this thing, so I have a vague idea of where the power circuit is and all that stuff. So, but
Okay.
You're gonna forcibly jack me out of this thing, aren't you? That's gonna hurt. Biofeedback sucks.
Yep. But I am going to use my machine might to attempt to take this thing for a joyride. It's going to be Ralph's spider.
What is even going on?
So this is
What is even
interesting
life
in
now?
1,000 directions.
I roll a 10, so...
Don't understand anything
Whoa,
anymore.
I didn't want you to roll yet, but okay, you did. Dice on table.
Nice.
Sucker. I mean,
I was gonna say, with the extra bonuses, you open the panel, so you get up there, no problem. You catapult or you pole vault up, take your staff up, you land, and the extra bonuses, you know exactly where it's at, and you just like thop the panel with your staff, and it just pops right open, and there's wires right there, and you pull these two, and you know what you got to do if you want to take control. You gotta plug them right into your temples.
Yep, and I'm just like...
So, right before, since you made, I'm assuming, this intelligence roll to know what to do and to do it, to defy danger here, you just hear your father on the cape behind you, and he's like, what was I thinking of before? He's like, Ralph, I've been waiting so long for us to come together as father and son, literally, inside the McRachnid. And of course you're thinking, this is not the McRachnid. It was once upon a time the McRachnid. But I thought it suitable for Fane to have an upgrade, as I was due one myself. So I took a better upgrade, and I gave Fane my old McRachnid body. So unfortunately, I am not in here for us to join, but at the same time, I am so proud of you for taking this step. You are one step closer to the father and son McCloud repair services becoming.
I am probably way too busy pole vaulting and trying to hook this thing up to my mental consciousness to even register half this stuff.
No, he's just telling you how
Because
proud he
Ralph is being an impulsive little fuck.
Oh no, you go and you defy danger and you jack in
Shut up, phone.
to the spider.
Matrix.
And you come in with a 10. So suddenly Cecil's at like 5%, Ralph's at like 45%, and Alvaro is still at the 50 if we're going to rate on ratios of control. And Ralph and Alvaro, you can roll your plus bond with each other. Benny?
Yep.
I got one bond with you.
Same.
Benny, you're all alone at the bottom with these, with Koebel rushing in from behind you, and these two zombies on Cecil, and these other two zombies coming across the room. Alvaro, you were not aware of Cecil, but you were suddenly aware of Ralph as jacked into the Matrix. Did Ralph?
I almost imagine there's like a brief moment in like cyberspace, like the little cartoons of like floating in middle of numbers, and probably like, well, this is awkward.
So Ralph, did you roll the 10? Is that yours?
I rolled the 10.
Okay,
Yep.
so you are aware, and actually, go ahead. Ralph and Cecil can roll plus bond with each other.
I have two bonds with Cecil.
Let's just get crazy.
What is even going on tonight?
Cecil, you are not aware of Ralph, so you guys have to remember who's aware of who right now. And
I don't know anything.
Ralph, you are aware
I
that
see everything.
Cecil's presence is in there a little bit, but he's not aware of you. This could be a really big turning point in this game. I know we are nearing the end of the campaign, but I feel
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Ralph wanted a new toy.
You know what?
You guys started messing with the mechanical thing.
I
Mechanical
didn't
thing
mess
is
with the
fine.
mechanical thing. The mechanical thing messed with me.
You told me to not mess with the mechanical thing.
It was Fane at the time.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put in my last GM Yum Yum here,
Oh God.
and you guys suddenly just hear like just a robotic voice of some sort, of like system data overload, system data
shit.
overload, system overheating. System
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So we completely have a clean slate. We have no more PC plus ones, no more 10 pluses, no more GM Yum Yums.
That's right.
Please, Tice, don't feel the need to speak up at the moment.
So it says internal data memory, system wipe, hard disk format, in sequence.
It's reformat S, delete system folder.
Yep.
Yeah. Delete system 32.
However, you guys are all attached to this memory bank, and
Yeah.
so you have this feeling that this thing is about to happen, and if you're attached to it, it could be bad. But there's always ways around. And now,
Not like I chose to be attached to it.
Benny,
Benny's turn.
Ralph is
Please do something.
Cecil's like
Yeah, join us.
Cecil's like attached to the leg, like a dog humping someone's leg.
I'm just holding it. My
Sorry.
minions are humping it.
Okay, sorry.
How else are they holding it down? There's a dozen or so hanging from the
I
leg.
probably
holding it
had to
down.
kick one or two of them off to get out of the way for me.
One was probably giving you teats. You know, if you jumped into the fourth one, okay, he just went for the T junction. He's gonna burn out.
When you planted your staff to pole vault, you planted it directly into one of them to pole vault off. And
Yeah.
That's what you did.
It just exploded. Boom.
Everybody's getting warm from laughing so much. This is good.
I can't breathe.
Oh, let's see.
So Benny and Ralph has
Benny's
plugged
seeing
himself
this
in up above, and
kerfuffle going on in front of him. As I was saying, Benny's seeing this kerfuffle going on in front of him.
and this Wraith
Has
thing
no idea what the heck to do about any of it.
faced me.
But he does notice the little minions scampering around underneath and figures maybe at least I can keep them off of everybody else with this.
So are you talking about the zombies?
Yes, the little zombies.
All right.
He is going to use his Road of Perdition ability. When you draw upon the unholy power of your Dark Blade, you choose one of the following effects. He is going to summon supernatural darkness into an area I can see until I
that's one
use
of my
this move again
spells.
or dismiss it.
Okay.
So that the zombies don't know what to hit if they can even not see in darkness, which I hope they don't. And then roll charisma, which I'll go ahead and do.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. An 8. Ooh.
An 8. Let's see what that does for me.
This is when you cast.
On a 7 through 8, either spend 1 torment or lose hit points equal to the higher of the 2 dice rolled, ignoring armor. I am going to spend 1
Ouch.
torment.
Oh, that'd be 6 HP, so that's kind of
6
good.
hit points would suck.
So I'm now down to 2 torment.
And it goes.
And now
Nothing
the
im-
area around the spider is now covered in supernatural darkness.
I have a spell that does that same thing.
Amazing.
So you walk in
It's
this
almost
room.
like we're very similar playbooks.
You hear the minions, because like Cecil and Ralph are not seeing with their own eyes right now, pretty much. But you hear all the minions go, "Ah, who turned out the lights?" And one's like, "Oh, I found my buddy." No, wait, this is a zombie.
Get a splash of blood.
And after that, Benny like turns around, facing the Wraith. Now it's more of a fair fight.
About time. Let's end this. And she comes. Her weapons reappear in her hands. She's like, now. And she comes at you. Do you go back at her? What do you do? She doesn't give you any more time. Like, you burrowed past her, and she followed you in, and she's just like, nope. I want a piece right here.
We're hacking and slashing back.
Do it.
That's what's gonna happen.
Do it.
Well,
7.
back to the Benny rolls.
7 means you do it, but you
It's
take
a success.
you take it.
Success.
Yeah, you take damage back. You barely made a success, but roll your damage, and I'll see what hers is going to be rolling back towards you.
And I have no armor. It's gonna be fun.
You do have no armor.
7
Ooh.
with 1
Not bad.
piercing.
1 piercing, so 6 goes through. Ooh, man. Ooh. Okay.
Are you hiding?
I'm pretty sure that's a good sound.
Always a good sound, even when it's bad.
And 4 damage returns to you.
Okay.
So you guys clash. She smashes you in the face with the mace. You just see one of your teeth go flying out, and then she stabs you in the side with her sword. Your armor should be there to catch it, but as she's drawn in this way, she's over pushed, and allows you to, take your sword back, and she's kind of wraith form, right? So you slash, and she screams. She's like, ah. Oh, you're still emanating. Roll an extra D4.
D4.
This is not blocked by armor, so see what you can do this time.
Take 3.
Oh my goodness. That's what you needed. Congratulations.
Yes, go Benny.
So I'll tell you what she does right before she dies, but you tell me if you want to narrate, especially how cool it looks. I mean, she hurts you. She smashes you in the face with a mace face, and then stabs you in the side, but she leaves herself open for a moment.
In which case he grabs onto the hand that's got the sword or knife or whatever in his side, pulls her in close and drives his Odachi blade right up her chin and through her skull. And then stares directly at her as his eyes start to shine the celestial glow, and he says, I want your soul to burn for Lucy.
Okay, that's serious stuff. Okay. And as you do that, like, you feel the celestial power that you had just kind of like force this stuff out of your body, so it's gone now, and just kind of like nukes through her body, or her wraith body, and it's just everything is gone. Actually, I'm not sure if she might drop some treasure, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Not concerned about that.
Hold on to this trinket.
Yeah, literally,
Oh no,
she
I dropped
just
my ring. I'm
just
escaping.
she just got pwned.
You knocked her sock off. Literally, her +1 golden sock.
I did hear the Dark Souls you died
Yeah.
tone go by.
So,
Okay, so it just threw her, and all that's left is this spirit, like this Force Ghost that we've been seeing this whole campaign. And she just looks, and she's like, just floats there for a second, and she just looks like she's aware and awake at one point for the first time. And she just looks at you, sad, kind of sanguine, and she's just like, thank you for freeing me. And she just mists away into nothing.
Oh, if he was actually able to do something with that spirit, he totally would have at this point.
I mean, we just have to settle for.
Be gone, fuck!
Alavara wouldn't have been happy if he had, so I'm glad he couldn't, because she already knew that soul was there and wanted out. I found that out last time.
However, I know.
Benny
I know.
feels
Yeah,
no
I'm a
pity.
little occupied.
No, Benny wants her to torment. Even if you set her free, you don't know what happens to her
Yeah.
beyond the black gates. You know. So,
Nope.
and
Yeah.
then I might just add. Yeah, she's gone. We'll worry about treasure later. Let's continue. But Benny, you sit there,
Yes.
satisfied, but maybe not satisfied at the same time. It's a wash of emotions. But before this night hurries away from us, and we don't know what's going to happen. Let's go back to the spider conglomerate. I don't remember now who's aware of who, but you're all
All right,
floating.
I'm aware of everybody. I'm aware of everything. I see everything.
I'm
I know
aware of
nothing.
Ralph, but not Cecil.
I know nothing.
Poor Cecil.
All right, so what do you guys?
Alavara is going to attempt to disengage entirely. Maybe, if I can.
So you're aware of Ralph.
It's not like I intentionally grabbed hold of this thing. It grabbed hold of me.
So you feel Ralph pushing now to take over, and you're like, okay.
Yeah. Well, mostly she wants out. She does not want to
Physically
be here anymore.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between mentally combined and physically combined, though. So those are two
I
separate
gotta work
problems.
on one to fix the other.
You tell me how you.
One thing at a time, please.
You tell me how you get out, in what way you do so, and then we'll figure out probably the defy danger roll that you're making. Unless you're
Well, right now she wants. Yeah, right now she wants to. She's not just going to like let go of what she was trying to do, because that seems like a bad thing. Like it would just latch onto her again. But she's going to attempt to basically sever the connection between her and the machine, at least mentally.
I would
We'll
like
work on
to
the physical bonds in a moment.
I would like to assist her. I would like to use my little chunk of the ram here to try to push her out. Be like, nope, out you go.
So you're doing an aid roll. You can go and
Slam a partition down.
roll your plus bonds.
You know what?
Do it.
Well, I don't know she's there, so never mind. I can't do that. I have no reason to do that.
Come up. I just come up just a little bit short.
You give her you do on a 7-9. You also expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. Okay, I love it.
I don't like that grin. That GM smile is not.
Before I say what happens to Ralph, I want to see.
Not me.
Olivera, you get a +1, so defy danger with your wisdom. I think. Mental fortitude. Yep. So you get the +1 from Ralph.
Ah.
11. That's with the +1. I still had the +1 forward marked. So, 11.
So you snap out of it, and you are pierced by a whole bunch of stuff and trapped in and inside this machine.
Yeah, I forgot how much that hurt.
And suddenly, the top opens of the spider, like this big slide. The thing opens, and you see Ralph. These things come out and grab Ralph, and they pull him into the spider, and it slides back shut. And he doesn't seem to be.
Shit!
He doesn't seem to be like looking at you with his eyes. He seems to be in another state, but his body's pulled in and sat right next to you, and things start grabbing him. And then it's dark again.
Great.
We did it.
This is great.
Now it has two of you.
2 out of the 4
is-
souls needed to save the world. All right, in one
This
place. That's
Benny
exactly my plan.
Benny can see in the supernatural
Just what I
darkness.
wanted.
Benny, you turn back, over this combat, and you see Ralph go inside. You see the zombies moving around, attacking the minions.
Oh, that's not good.
Cecil, you feel your body is going to take more damage. You are.
Yep. But I am doing something. I am busy.
Well,
I'm doing something. I am busy.
what is that then?
He's going to keep doing what he was doing. He's going to keep doing it.
You're going to try to force your way back in?
Yep. I have an idea that's stupid and it's fun for me if it works, and if not, well, then I'm getting hurt either way. Go out
It's
with a
stupid,
bang.
but if it
Dun,
works,
dun,
it'll be
dun.
fun for me.
Ralph
If it's
is
stupid and it works, it's not stupid.
Aha.
Ralph is 100%, is 95%. Oh, and
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Glad I disconnected when I did.
Roll your plus bond with Ralph again. Ralph is still aware of you.
Yeah, see, I didn't know anybody else was here.
This is true.
Oh.
You still don't know we're here.
You
Hey,
sa-
I'm not there anymore, okay? I am only there physically.
net-
I am no longer mentally connected.
so his projection of power was a 13 for the audience, and he rolled a 4 on the bond. So you push into like 95% control all of a sudden, as Ralph took 100, pushed back down to 5. Cecil comes barreling in. Alvarez trapped there physically, and Cecil, you're not aware of Ralph. Ralph is aware of Cecil trying to push him out, and then both of you hear just a beep, beep, beep. Emergency power failure, or power failure, emergency protocol in action, data memory wipe commencing
Oh, I could use a 10 plus right now.
in 20, 19, 18.
So.
Benny hack and slashes.
Well, see, I was gonna. Okay, so can I assist? Because I was going to attempt to do basically the same thing from the inside out. Like, she's just gonna leverage the weight of the gem or stone armor that she's got and just try and.
And now, of course, Ralph is just
Wreck
sitting
her
here,
way
just
out.
like,
All right, Alvaro, roll your bonds with Benny.
Yep.
Old dial-up. Oh man, it's been a while since it's been a grip since I heard that.
That's an 8.
Uh-oh. So
Yep.
Benny,
This is gonna hurt me. That's okay.
Benny, you get a +1 to your roll to hack and slash this
Yay.
giant spider thing. What are you trying to hack and slash at? What are you trying to cut people out?
Please get me out of
Yes.
here.
Trying to cut people out, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
let's
please
roll
don't
the
hit
beautiful
me.
beat
I like
footage.
how we've kind of forgotten about these spooter zombies.
Well, they're obviously being controlled by the big one, so
But who's controlling the big one?
Woohoo!
Oh,
Go,
Benny
Benny.
rolls
Right
a
now,
Plus one is
mostly me.
13.
13. So you do it. Roll your damage, please.
The damage.
I only got an 8 on my assist roll, so something's going to hurt me.
Ah,
3. But you have 1 piercing, right?
yep.
So.
He uses a sword.
No,
That's
but
weird.
this is
My
the one I had
sword
loaded
never
up.
makes that noise.
So you go underneath this thing and you go right
It's
across,
broken.
right across the stomach. You're like, and it just sears open the metal. And Alavara, like, there's gravity takes place. It pulls you. It rips everything out of you that was attached as you fall out, and then you fall onto the ground. So, this is going to be.
This is gonna hurt.
I'm gonna say it just has a piercing +1. So, you take 1 point of damage. That's not bad. That's your cost. Benny, you slash open. Oliver comes tumbling out. All these weird holes are bleeding all over, found of her head and body, and she falls on the ground right in front of you, looking up at you from her back.
Oh, I forgot. On a roll of 13 plus, I also heal 1d6.
Go ahead.
I forgot about that.
roll
So
your
I'll go ahead
D6.
and roll that.
And then back to the RP. Hey,
1.
you take that one that Oliver lost. Okay, excellent. So you're like, she gets hurt, you heal up.
It drank a little blood from her.
Well, it's all dripping down on you, so yeah, no problem. Anyway, she's free. Cecil's still attached to the leg. The spider starts to like shake a little bit, and it starts to get warmer. And you see the steel metal of the spider starts to begin to slightly glow.
So
Oh.
she's just gonna, like, she knows what's going on with the spider. Heave herself back up to her feet. Just tell Benny, get Ralph out of that thing, and she's gonna go for the tackle on Cecil. Just get him to let go of it.
Got it.
Meanwhile, Ralph is like,
Isn't it perpetual darkness in the room
I
right
am
now?
going to try to finalize and extort my will on this machine.
Wait.
It's my machine.
wait, hold on. Ralph, you are aware of Cecil, and you are aware that Cecil is not aware of you. And he's almost pushed you out. You're also aware that time is running very short on this thing. Why don't you make a discern realities for me? No XP if you fail. Just
Is this going to be can I do a intelligence-based discern reality since this is using all my mental intelligence? Or does it have to be wisdom?
yeah, go ahead.
Aha,
12.
12.
At this point, if you want to save this thing, well, before it basically implodes or melts down, it's going to do that. It's going to erase everything, which probably means your brain gets erased, and then it's just going to melt into a pile of slag. But aside from just ditching this thing and jumping out, if you want to save it, you have to take complete control and integrate. 100%.
Hence her plan of getting them both out of that thing. Not that she knows that level of detail.
Holy crap.
All right. Yep. He wants it bad enough.
Of course he does.
Ralph just rolled a random d20 and rolled a nat 20.
Yep. Because it's
I
like
thought that was gonna be the smart play. Was the
no.
nat-
What does the player want? Which I really want this effing spider.
Make
father
one
like son.
yourself. Make one yourself.
This has just turned into
I
a
am
giant
going to-
player versus
I am-
player
That
versus
is-
player versus player.
Yeah, I am going to attempt to finalize and assert my full will on this thing.
All
This
right.
is mine.
All right. So here's the thing. Since it's a kind of a player versus player, Cecil is in the same boat. I would allow you to roll probably between wisdom or intelligence, whatever is better. You probably both roll your best one, and whoever rolls a higher result, not just level of effect, but whoever holds the right higher result takes final control. How's this sound?
So what are we rolling? Just raw int?
Wisdom or intelligence, whichever is better for each player.
Alright,
So
well, roll
Ralph
raw.
is going to be rolling intelligence.
Same.
Oh my god!
I wish that would have been a tie so bad.
I did say result, not level of effect. Ralph rolled an 8.
Gone! Hot!
Cecil rolls a 7. Cecil, you're blasted out of there suddenly as Alavar grabs you. Cecil's like thrown back into Alavar. The spider things are thrown off. You guys tumble in a huge mess. And to get back to the question of supernatural darkness, I don't think it applies to your allies in there. I don't remember how that spell works though.
It does not.
It doesn't say.
So
I think
It just says the area you see is filled with a supernatural darkness. and shadow.
Then it applies to everything. I would say if it's similar to
But
how.
we have determined that Alavara could see in her own darkness that she summoned.
Benny,
But
and Benny,
don't you also have magic ghost vision though?
I
No.
think that's how you got rid of it.
Benny-
Not with.
until Benny
not-
chooses to dissipate it, it's still there. But Benny can see in his own. We're saying everybody else is in darkness as they're thrown against the wall.
So
So
I
Alavara,
would prefer to do a.
Ralph,
Mm-hmm.
the
never mind.
bottom of the spider begins to close up a little bit. You're hooked in. You're not 100. I mean, you're not a fully integrated yet. That's the last move you have to make. There are zombies scratching around. Alavara knew it was Benny, let's say, because of his voice and his smell or whatever, right? 'Cause you couldn't actually see him. This is the situation that we're in here. Let's finish this battle, whatever it is. Boy, I really wanted to go back and be like, no, they're both in control, but we've been fighting that battle, so nope. Ralph has it. Cecil he's not ejected. Yeah, he's got pushed out. Sorry, I'm getting stuck in a circle here. Somebody pull me out of
Stuck
it.
in a loop.
Yep.
Error.
Okay, so
The
Ralph
spi-
asked it
Let's say
most typical.
the spider is still on countdown to destruction, so you have not secured it yet. Like I said, the only way to do that is to fully integrate into the machinery.
LaTorra also told Benny to get him out.
Yep, and Benny's probably
Which,
still in that mode.
Not knowing what's going on, Benny is still doing that. Not knowing what's going on, that's what he's doing.
Ralph is probably up in there. You can probably hack more of the stomach open to see if he can fall out. But Ralph is inside. No one knows but him probably. Even he doesn't. He's just like he's starting to open his new spider eyes and feel his new spider legs. And knows that his his 4 spider children are trying to eat his three friends, if they are even his friends anymore.
That is what's going to happen. Is a good old hack and slash. I'm sorry, I'm breaking your toy.
It's what needs to be done in your eyes. That's fine. Ooh,
Yep,
a
it's a
9. Your stomach gets cut open, Ralph, and it hurts. Roll your damage, Benny. Maybe. Let's see. I'll roll.
I'm sorry.
I'm changing his attitude. I'm changing the attitude of the person who's
3.
inside. You have 1 piercing?
1 piercing.
Okay, it does like 1 damage. So, Ralph, you feel your stomach being cut open more by this dark sword. And reflexively, you're just like, no, get away, shoe fly. And you backhand, and this huge, one of the 8 spider legs backhands Benny right in the face.
Okay, do I roll my damage then?
Nope. I'm rolling the
Oh,
stage.
no.
Damage.
Oh no. He's got no armor.
One-
I don't like this.
1 pierce.
6. Bam.
Yep.
Yeah, he's no armor.
Ah.
Yep. Slam.
And you get thrown aside. And is your darkness still going?
I would say yes still, because he's still assuming hostiles in the area.
Well,
And
your
the situation is
friends.
not resolved.
Well, your friends can't see it though. You should be aware of that.
Oh, that is true. Alvar and
I
Cecil need to
have
get
a
out.
corpse
Yeah, he'll
lantern,
dismiss it.
but I was gonna summon. I was gonna cast my corpse lantern, or try to again. But okay, if you dismiss it, that's fine.
In Benny's defense, he's never seen that corpse lantern. So
Yeah, he has. I used it in the very beginning when we came back to the Wizard's Tower.
Oh, my players.
I had the lantern going like that entire time.
Taking so long to have you kill each other, but finally my dreams are coming true.
he'll go ahead and just dismiss it. Make
yeah.
it easier for them both to get
Okay.
the heck out.
See,
Yep.
so
Okay.
you can see as you pick yourself up. Ralph is probably still up there. Alvara, you can see up there. Benny is below. He's in there.
Yeah,
There's 4 zombies that still want to destroy you guys.
Right? That's a thing that is happening.
I guess.
However, she's. Go on, Cecil.
I think I'm just going to thump one of the ones attached to me, since I'm grumpy now that I couldn't defile the spider's purpose of being a bad guy and make it mine.
I think you did pretty well by taking over just with magic. All of you guys did in this own different way. Ah, that works.
Yep.
I'm going
Nice.
to take the extra d6 of damage
Okay.
because the other one's still attached to me, so that's how I'm justifying that.
Okay.
So first part of the damage, and then the
Yes.
extra d6.
What's the total?
And that is 7 total, and that is
Okay.
not piercing, close, one-handed, forceful.
Oh, forceful. Yeah, this
Yeah, as he smacks it with his mace.
it just you hit it in the chest and the chest back of the back blows out, and then you uppercut it and its head explodes, and then the other one that's attached to you continues to like.
And he's still glowing and all that jazz still, because he's not suppressed all that yet.
Oh, okay, yep. And so the zombie bites you for 2, but I believe your armor probably negates that.
Yep.
It had been pushed off and it grabs back on you, but it sinks into where your armor is and it's just like bites onto the metal and it's like.
Clink. Piece of cloth shimmers into golden steel looking stuff.
Okay, and then unless
Alvara.
Yep. And then I'm going to go
Well-
to Ralph because I have a question
Yeah.
for Ralph.
What I'm doing won't mess with that at all. But Alavara, as the darkness that Benny had put up, as the darkness fades, and he's lying on the ground after being flicked by the giant spider, probably bleeding a lot.
Wiping blood from his mouth.
Yeah,
But he's also bleeding from here.
Yeah,
So it doesn't really do
That's
anything.
fine because she just kind of brushes to his side and lays her hand, we'll say at the center of his chest, and she's going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds because I took a spell from the cleric spell book.
Very good. Very good.
So I don't have to use my soul to heal him. He can't freak out about it. I rolled a 15. That's double sixes on my cast. Boxcars to cast the healing spell. I love it so much.
I think.
Who?
I feel the bonus here. How much do you heal? How much does that heal?
2d8.
I feel like he. All right. I feel like he goes not only to max hit points. Roll the 2d8.
Got it. 5.
You get an additional temporary 5 hit points on top of that.
Oh, I need to choose one cost from my spell.
That would have him temporarily at full hit points.
So
Literally just.
No, so you go to full automatically, and you get an extra 5 on top of that.
Ooh. Oh wow.
So if you have like 20 hit points right now, you have 25. Now those are temporary, so once they're used, they're gone forever, right?
Yep.
Just like barbarian rage hit points, whatever. So not only do you feel healed and invigorated, you feel super like right now. And
So Alavara, I'm just gonna throw a little bit of flavor in here. While Alavara is normally pretty cool and calm, almost like she's seen this all before, she's done it all before, nothing really gets to her. There's almost a bit of panicked edge to her right now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's no soft gentle, she just kind of slams her hand down on his chest, says a few really, really quick, almost stuttered words in the language that you hear her speak when she does her spells, her Reaper things. It almost stutters through them before, he's suffused in an actual rather light violet light rather than her normal dark, really dark kind of light that is her magic. This one's a rather nice light, a nice light lavender.
Okay. I like the color usage. And it's almost like you do the adrenaline to the heart.
Yeah, kind of. She probably hits a little more forceful because she's covered in, that gem armor, whatever it was, from the gloves.
I just picture Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction, and it's just like, hello. And he's back. Cecil fighting off zombies. Ralph, your 3 children are fighting your 3 friends. One of your children was just destroyed. Wait, no, that's not your children. It's the machine's children. But they are yours. It's time to make a choice. Time to eject or fully take control.
God.
This could be a make it or break it moment of this game.
All I can say is jack me up, baby.
Uh-huh.
My spider.
I'm going to assist him by using my minions. So I'm going to order my minions to assist.
To assist Ralph in completing this?
Yep. Because one of them was up there already telling him, you could have done this and it would have been a lot better,
Okay, roll your plus bond.
Gonna be amazing. It's a 2d6 plus 1.
7. So there's some. So Ralph's gonna get
+1.
a +1. How many minions do you have? Minions usage.
I'm current. Well, that puts me at. Oh wait, I did that kind of wrong. I'm supposed to order them by rolling plus charisma to do that. So let me do that.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're just saying you're assisting and you made that roll, you can just have. It's kind of like you're using them. I was just gonna take a minion's usage away as the retribution. Unless you feel like you should do that, because you already made the roll to do the assistant, which gives him a +1, so that's already a thing that's happened. If you have something else that you think they can do by commanding them, that's a different roll altogether.
That would be a different thing I'd want to do on my turn. So for him himself, I just want to help him.
Okay.
There was something else I wanted to do, but if I'm helping him do something completely opposite of what I was going to do, then I'm not going to do that thing.
All right.
Can't do both at once.
You have to tell us about this. But anyways, I think you lose a minion usage right now.
Okay, so I'm down to 0.
So there's this minion crawls up next to Ralph and he's like, "Hey, if you do, I'm really a mechanical genius. Let me tell you, I'm thinking about opening my own repair service business. But if you hook this wires to this wires, then we pan down up from below, and you just see the 2 legs go,
Just
and the legs fall out individually, and the stuff oozes out. Something happens.
Gross.
Poor minions.
So I just picture it like the
Ralph, he's
scene
probably
in
covered in gunk.
oh god, what movie was that? Down Periscope, where he's attaching the 2 radio wires together.
Yes.
Yeah.
not cold. Hot!
Ralph, you have a +1. What are you're going in all the way?
I use my intelligence to pretty much mentally send commands to.
Now, before you make this roll, I have to tell you, this is very... if you don't...
The GM going to tell me this is ill-advised.
We don't have any +1s or 10 plus automatic.
Wait, I just think if you roll 6 or less,
Yeah.
it might be it.
Make a new character?
It might be the end of Ralph. If you roll 7 to 9, gosh,
Might still want to make a new character.
I just don't know if he's NPC or we'll discuss it. And then,
I mean, I've kind of come this far already, so
all right.
I'm not gonna wuss out on it.
Oh no, I'm just trying to think ahead. But you know what? I shouldn't think ahead.
Ah, 12.
13 with the
rolled a
+1.
13.
Oh, he rolls. Ralph
It's
is
my spider.
the belly.
I am the spider now.
The belly seals up a little bit, not completely, but it just closes, and you are just pulled apart, kind of in a way, and you become the spider. Ralph McLeod is now the McRachnid, 100% fully. I don't think they have a playbook for this. We have 2 weeks to decide how this is going to work, but the spider...
The way I can see it, I could probably still play Enchanter. It's just that the spider is an extension of myself now. I
He's
just now
a
have new
different
limbs.
Race.
I'm gonna have to-
He's just a different race.
We'll have to look at the monster stats here plus yours and see how they go together.
You weren't expecting me to take your monster, were you?
I never thought about it. Well, this is exactly what your father wanted. So actually, before your face is put on the front of the spider, or however, as your body's just pulling apart to become a part of this little TV screen pops up inside. It's like Tim McLeod, and it's like, congratulations on your full integration into MechRachnid T model 97231.
1.75.
Yeah.
Service pack 3.
Welcome to the team. We're glad to have you aboard. After a brief orientation, you'll be all set to rain terror across the whole place. Just kidding. We don't do that. We repair toasters.
Just skip cutscene.
Skip intro.
I'm just using mental commands and just like, nope, skip cutscene. Check status.
I accept the terms of agreement. Skip.
I accept the terms and conditions.
And now,
I feel like this is a really bad time to skip reading those.
I think from the outside, you guys see like the spider seal up completely, and it powers down. It stops glowing red, and it goes back to the steel color that it is, the metallic color, and it powers down. And like you guys have to get out of the way as it kind of goes, and it sets down on the ground, and you just hear like a beep, 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 right? And
Just waiting for the thing to explode.
maybe
I kick it.
And
Okay.
he's like standing in front of Alvara,
it doesn't do anything when you kick it.
like waiting for the thing to explode. He's
Hold on. I think I have the perfect sound effect. I just gotta load it.
That's what you're doing. You're loading now into the machine. Boy, Ralph,
Ring.
I'm going to have to replace your little toaster symbol with a little...
That's literally the noise it makes. Because we're running Windows XP.
Yeah.
Um,
Service pack needed.
Ralph, you're 99% there.
I boot in safe mode.
You're 99%.
It just sits there at 99% for a while, just with the little spinning wheel.
You are...
Beach ball of death? Come on. You think this is a Mac? Do you think Tim McLeod would splurge on a Mac OS?
No, he's Linux for sure.
So
Doesn't-
It's
really cool.
bootleg Windows. We know it's bootleg Windows XP.
Ralph, you are, as I was saying, 99% in control or 99% loaded. But there's this little
I don't like that 1% for me.
1% like beeping, and it's just like this little thing. It's like it kind of pulls your mind in this direction. It's like a far north by northwest, and you just hear this little like voice. It's like a text message, but it's like it's you have voice command or whatever. So it's like, come on home, son. We have much business to discuss. And then from the outside, you guys hear the whole thing powers up. The spider goes, stands up, turns around to face the three of you. And Ralph can close the session out by saying the one-liner that he wants to say, and then we cut to black.
Well, shit.
In Ralph's voice, and then... And that is Dungeon World.
And that's how
Indigo
everybody
magic.
knows. Ralph has the spider.
That
So,
about sums up tonight, I think.
No, you know what sums up tonight?
Oh, here I thought it was going to be the Benny Hill theme.
So, sorry to troll you guys so fucking, but I really want this spider. Ever since I saw it that other day, I wanted to get on it and rewire it and make it mine. And Alvar told me no.
It was Fane! And
So-
now Fane is gone.
And now it's me.
I know Alvar didn't want to be in there, but what if Cecil would have taken control? What was he going to do?
I was going to basically
I feel
literally.
like that might have been better than Ralph getting
It would have
control.
basically been in a new minion.
Okay. A permanent
Yeah,
minion.
I feel like that would have been better than
And it
Ralph
been
getting
Oh
integrated
come on!
into my
I'll
house.
count as an assault vehicle. I'll just start making some attachments, and I'll be literally a McRacknade with an artillery cannon.
Oh, don't get
They
ahead of
won't see
yourself.
it coming.
Don't get ahead. Nothing's for free in this game. I just want to make you aware that 1% means I got
Yeah.
you right here.
That 1% is why I think it would have been better if Cecil had gotten control of it.
Maybe. Now,
I just...
Well,
Elavara needs to have a
Out of
moment.
character, Cecil was going
Once-
to use that 1% he assumed was there to be like, all right, lead us home. And just like, do.
But
We're
look
out
at the
to
bright
see
side.
the
You guys
wizard.
can ride on my back as we traverse the countryside. We don't have to ride horses or anything. No more walking.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Elavara is going to have a moment after she has had just a bit to process everything that has happened, and then she's going to have a breakdown. Because Fane is gone for 100% good now. And that's a thing that happened, and it was her fault. She
oh,
was
Can I offer
entirely
you an egg
responsible
in this-
for it.
Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?
spider
And
egg?
I feel like it's even worse compounded with like Fane's gone. That all happened. I almost became the spider. It almost took me, and then she got ejected, and then immediately Benny got she panicked. Elavara does not panic.
Good character growth.
Because Fane was gone. Fane's gone. it's gotten through, but she hasn't had time to really process it yet. And then Biddy got flung halfway across the room, and that's the last friend she's got in the world. And yeah, she's not having
just
a
over
time
this
right
whole,
now.
just even with just the Thane thing.
Just the Fane thing. No, there's gonna be a moment once she has had a second to process and slow down, and the adrenaline fades, and then she's just gonna kind of break down.
Yeah, I think when it hits home, literally.
There's gotta be a scene. It's gotta happen. Not quite at that level.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Most of my girls have more quiet breakdowns than that.
Well, I planned to get the fight over, and you could rescue the people that are trapped down at the end of the hall. This is Lord Roland. This is his manor, and he's the mayor of the city, or the lord of the city. So what will happen next time is you will open up this vault that they sealed themselves in, and he's going to be like, thank you for saving us, that typical thing. You're going to find him. You're going to find Precious the Kragan, and he's with the last of his village people, because this is how you came here. You had to get Zorm and bring here because she had to leave, and that's the whole thing that you were supposed to do. And so she has so you're going to get him, the rest of his townsfolk, her, and all the treasure that he's going to give you. So I might give that to you guys in between sessions so you can read it and divide it up. And then when we start fresh next time, we'll kind of have that conversation. We'll have the role playing, the Alavara, the breakdown, who Ralph is, and then we're going to jump into the perilous journey to the final place, which, as if we look at the Roll20 map, the next thing was supposed to be the Doommeyer Stronghold, which is actually where the Mechrachnid was going to be. But this is the Mechrachnid, and we're speeded along. But in case you didn't know where we were going, we're heading to the Overlord's former palace in the north. That's where this conclusion is going to be. So we'll have 2 almost full episodes to focus on the end game, and that's kind of how the story's going to go.
Yep.
I think
we get greetings from a Crimson Wolf D13 out in the chat. They say hello to Jeff and Lucas.
Oh, Crimson, we know him. That's
hello.
Crimson. That's Dakota from our pipeline game. Hello, sir. Thank you for
Dakota.
Yep. I had to think for a second, but
what's up, man?
I remember both Jeff and Dakota were our security men in the pipeline, which the Call of Cthulhu, if you go
it went great.
Into the Darkness.club or join the Discord and you watch the pipeline version number 2, Jeff and Dakota and I are all in there with Tom running it, and I get to play Canadian.
Nice.
I tried to do a Canadian accent for like 8 sessions and 6 sessions. Oh, hey, it was a butchery, eh? Okay, so that's all I'm going to say. But Dakota,
I can't critique. I do a really bad Irish accent on my Dresden game, so
we all do good and bad accents. It's okay. But anyways, let's do our end of session questions and get some XP.
Oh yeah.
And then Alivara's going to level up.
I'll have time to level up. Finally.
So you guys will be able to get full rest and full HP, so you're going to be able to do all that stuff so you can level. So let's go to the end of session questions here. Choose one of your bonds that you feel is resolved, completely explored, no longer relevant, or otherwise, if you have or not, and then write a new one in its place.
I think I've resolved a bond with Alavara. Alavara has gotten bossy and kept me from having a cool mech spider. It's now my spider.
You know, I'm also resolving mine with Ralph. Because the one that Alavara had with Ralph is that Ralph is actually rather selfless. I think he's just proven the opposite. No.
I want to change something, but I don't know what to put.
Well, I mean, it's to be expected that I would shatter expectations.
He was doing... you were doing really good, Ralph!
I'm going to resolve Alvara's.
But as long as you agree with the resolution of each other's bonds or the other person, then you can erase it and mark XP.
But yeah, no, Joe, you can totally erase the one with Alavara. Does it make sense that she erased the one with Ralph?
Yeah, it would make sense. I could see how from the outside that would be viewed as very poor.
Well, you already wanted it before.
Yeah, and you told me no.
No.
But I want it. And then I took it.
And endangered
And
everybody. And endangered us all in
Petulance.
doing so.
I got the thing to
Petulance.
spit you out. Thank you very much.
No, Benny did that.
I'm not going to resolve one. I'm just going to add another one to Ralph. Ralph.
At some point, I also need to think of how
Wild?
my bond with Benny is going to change here, because it's been stuck like this forever.
Ah,
I think
Because
I
the
might also resolve the
Understandable.
one with Benny.
You can resolve more than
Sure,
you can
Benny
resolve more than
resolve.
one, but you only get XP for one per session.
No, I still feel like that one's true. I'll probably just write a second one with Benny.
I'm going to put
I still
Ralph
think he needs to be protected from himself.
as the mech is the key to backdoor subverting my father's plans.
If he doesn't join him.
Back to our subroutine.
That's what Alavara is concerned with right now. Is what was left in the spider.
Oh,
Remember-
you who of little faith! I am a repair dude.
I have
Like
so much
enchanted
faith in you.
mechanic,
I have
Arcanotech is my
seen-
thing.
I have
I do
seen
not.
you blow up so much stuff, and all I need is for you to keep doing what you're doing, buddy.
I do not have that much
I might
faith.
have to borrow some minions to mount my artillery cannon.
Oh, it's going to be so easy. I mean, there might be a remote detonator or something attached, but that's
I
accidental.
cannot
every
wait for the
time.
climax of this dungeon world. It's
We
gonna
we,
be
we need to
epic.
make sure that we also get the
I'm
flamethrowers installed
terrified.
too.
Alvarez is going to change. I think I'm going to take off. She's going to keep the dedicated to her. Yeah, I'm going to resolve hers instead of she's very dedicated to her path, protect her, stay out of the way. Alvara is coming apart at the seams.
Ooh.
This is true. This is very true.
I think
She's been wound so tight this entire time, and now things are starting to break.
Yeah, unless you are Benny.
so. I think
Ultimately immaterial. She is ultimately immaterial.
I know a new bond for Alavara. For Ralph will have with Alavara. Alavara. Alavara can't comprehend the benefit of this thing. I will have to show her the benefits.
I like it.
You can certainly try, my friend.
Ride on me. See, you can
can
ride on
certainly
me.
try.
It's cool. Look, I
I go
can
really fast and
Yeah.
over surface terrain.
see this deer that I
You can ride
skewered.
me, it's cute.
I skewered this deer. I can hold it over the fire without burning myself, and I'll roast
Hey.
it. I
I'm
do
strong
so
against
many
your weak
things.
American bullets.
So, what was I gonna say?
I don't like any of
Benny-
this.
Benny sort
Oh,
of
wait
resolve
until
is,
wait
Hold
until we
on.
add the minigun in 762.
Oh, get out of here. Okay, I want to hear Benny's bond, and then we're gonna move on.
Benny's pretty much resolved his bond with Alavar at this point, saying that he's got to protect her. He tried doing this time. I don't know if that actually counted, but getting her out of the spider to me kind of counted.
Yeah. Okay.
It definitely counted to me.
You left your battle one-on-one. You sacrificed your armor, and then you cut her out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely counts.
So it sounds like everybody gets to mark 1 XP from bonds, and then remaking new bonds, which is really taking it in further. So, and that's what I remember. Remember, you guys through looking at these books that Ralph took from Zorm, are realizing that the 5 that originally caused this havoc has to be substituted to end this havoc by another 5, and Zorm is both of those parties, but you 4 are also connected to this, and we'll get more into that later on. All right, so how about alignment?
I think
Oh,
so.
yes.
Let's start with Benny.
I feel like I discovered a magical mystery. I figured out what the inside of this spider looks like.
Okay, I'll take that. Benny?
I made a bloodbath of my foes, and one in particular.
You did.
I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man.
All right, mark XP for you, Alavara or Cecil.
Yay.
We gotta change. Cecil, we could maybe just change your alignment so you can actually be possible.
I mean, I've got dominate, impose your will on the unwilling, which I only done this one time. Destroy something of great value, or defile, corrupt something and invert its nature. I'm just going to stick with defile. Most likely one I'll ever do.
I'll say we could always look at other class.
I mean, yeah,
alignments
you could.
too.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be strictly what's from your playbook. You can come up with something
Yeah.
else.
I can't think of anything right now. I'll look at it over the week.
It's fine. Alavar, what about you?
Alavar's is to carry out a spirit's last request.
Well, you
I kind of put Fane to rest.
yes, the Fane train has left the station.
Yeah, it has.
Tim McLeod's was spent. No, the Overlord's was spent, and I think Tim's was too.
Overlord was spent.
I'm not sure about Tim McLeod. You might still.
You spent, yeah. We burned Tim McLeod at the original binding ritual. Like Tim was the first one that got burnt up, but I'm pretty sure at this point you've burned up all the other 4 primary souls.
Still got
Yeah.
Lucy.
Lucy's is still in the
Everyone but
skull.
Lucy.
She's been
Everyone
very
but
careful
Lucy
not to
is
use the
still in
skull
there.
since then.
I thought there was a thing between you and Benny because you
Yes,
burned her
that-
soul to
no,
heal him or
no,
something like that.
she used that was the we rolled a
Overlord
die to
soul.
figure out what soul that was. What soul that was?
That
That
was
was
the
the
Overlord,
Overlord's soul. He
which
freaked out
Benny
because he
saw
knows
her
Lucy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep, Lucy is still in there. That's the only one I was
Lucy
sure
is still in the skull.
Which is all right. It's all right.
1 out of 4. You'd probably do better.
I mean, there's nothing. We
Which-
haven't seen anything that says we need the souls of the 4 original.
No.
Which
In
next
fact, I'm pretty sure
session,
that
Benny
it's
might
not.
have a little talk with Alvara about that.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. So some alignments.
We'll get to have 2 moments.
Some of you 3. So that Alavar did a last right. So that's an XP for 3 of the 4 of you. And I have 3 questions, and I think you probably get them all.
Yes.
I'll let you. Okay. So do we loot a memorable treasure now?
I looted a spider.
I was gonna say, does the spider count?
I'm pretty sure a mech spider counts.
Okay. Everybody mark XP. Never mind what I was going to ask. That works.
I mean,
Do we overcome a notable monster or enemy again?
yes,
Spider.
the
Yes.
spider
And
and
lady.
the wraith
Yep.
thing.
Oh, by the way, we still have 3 zombies. We have to remember that next time.
Oh yeah,
And
I'll
did-
put that in my notes.
Do we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes, this is because we've established that this is the old mid body. There's a new one,
Yes.
as well as
An upgrade.
yeah, as well as the Wraith Knight mentioned something about having a master
Mm-hmm.
in some of those
That
monologues.
is a terrifying thought to consider.
Good. You guys got all that. Perfect. So that was 3 XP for those questions. And
Yay.
Now I forget. It's 7 plus current level to level up.
Correct.
Okay,
Oh, I still
because I
did.
might actually ding twice.
I'm
Yeah, you haven't
dinging
dinged in a
twice.
while.
so I know Benny's finally catching up. That's good because he was behind for a while. So that's good.
Don't actually ding twice.
Remember, you get one
I'm at
once.
20.
You get
But
one.
I go to 7.
You get 1 ability point per level to put in, and you only go up in HP by 1 if you put it into Constitution. And then you get a new special ability. Now that some of you are going over level 6 now, 6 or greater, you get that other column of special abilities that you couldn't use before.
Oh.
So you have a lot more abilities opening up to you. What level?
I'm going to be level 5. At the
No,
end of
I
this.
only ding once.
I'm also level 5.
I am
7.
level 5 now,
Okay.
and we only get.
hell-
All ones for 3 sessions, and then once
Oh
we
my
finally
God.
actually experienced, I was at level 3 before you guys were at 2.
Wow.
So
And
Ralph,
it's only +1 to a stat, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
but you get yep, and it'll max out at 18 or up to a +3. That's where it maxes. So that's not bad though. So 3 level 5s and level 7. That's pretty good for this Dungeon World campaign. I mean, that's a lot of leveling. If you think about it, in 11 sessions, you've gone up 4 levels or 6. So while you guys
I
are
don't
doing
know where
that, I'll do a little shout out. We have actually some people in the audience tonight. Thank you, Dakota, for joining, by the way, as well as Tyson when he was here earlier. Commander Root, Crimson Wolf D13, that's Dakota. Jodo 1025. Lemon Juice is 12 lurks. QNFGOGTKT TIS. Wow. Okay, sorry. Rubber Slayer and Silith Dark, as well as
That's me.
yeah, as well as Nightbot and Streamlabs. Streamlabs, I'm not even in you right now. I'm not even in there. I'm in the regular OBS. But thank you for joining. Anyways, thank you for following, liking, subscribing. Thank you for the cheer bits that come and go. Thank you, Tice, for those cheer bits tonight. I used everything, and the slate is clear. You can affect the game, and usually we have more screens that we play on, but due to tech issues and goblins, we can only play, and spider zombies, we can only play here tonight. But anyway, so we do content every Tuesday and Thursdays. It's a new game, so every game is bi-weekly. This one will be coming to close in 2 sessions, and we'll possibly replace it with Call of Cthulhu or something else, and even some new cast members even on this day, so I'll be looking to that. I probably should get busy looking at the replacement for that. But winter and holidays are coming, so it's getting tiring. So who knows? Maybe it should just be board game night. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So if you're interested in running a game or playing in a game, you need to reach out to me, Lucasgvariety, and my Discord community, which I will put in the chat if you're here live. If you're watching on YouTube, there's links there. But definitely join the Discord and go, hey, Lucas, I'm interested in GMing or playing. And we'll get going from there. Also, if you like to create stuff like overlays and other cool things, I'm looking for people to do that and take some work off my hands. Because I'm about to be a
Lazy.
father. Well, I would say that, but except that I work like...
Hey, overlays are hard.
I mean, I work a while for the... I mean, I've been busting my butt over this Band of Blades.
Yeah, like, I know I make overlays different than you do. I know you put a ton of effort into it. You do it the harder way.
I use Photoshop, my thing is always trying to come up with something new to do each overlay. I'm trying to always like think of something and learn something new, and it's... You know, when a father of almost 2 and a side job and some other stuff. Anyways, I'm not complaining. I have a blast here with you guys, so I'll stop complaining now. But speaking of Band of Blades, Thursday premiere, Band of Blades: The Dark Military Fantasy by Strash Asimovich and John LaBeouf Little. I've been talking to both of these people on Twitter, especially John LaBeouf Little, and he's given me some great ideas. So I love him as a creator. He's been so talkative. Our Dark Military Fantasy Forged in the Dark game, just like Blades in the Dark, premieres this Thursday. You don't want to miss it. 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Please come back and see us then. Looking forward to it. Next week on Tuesday, Alien RPG, run by our own Soundwaves Ghost over here. And then next week, Thursday, as the off week, 3 of these 4 will rejoin me for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, which will be, of course, Jeff Beck, Ava Rogers, and Jodo. So that's all I'm going to say to that. We have content going on all over the place, and we'll start the rotation up with this guy who just did a lot of fundraising stuff this weekend and needs to tell you about it, and then we'll just go. You pick the next person from there. So I'm going to shut up. Jodo, you're going to take over.
All right, I see how it is, making me make all the big wig decisions. So, anyway, howdy folks, Jodo1025 here. I had the joy of playing Ralph McLeod, the Enchanter, this evening. Big thank you to Lucas for running the game. Big thank you to my fellow cast members, even though this was probably the most trolliest I have been in a while for a game like this. Honestly, I was choking it up to maybe a 50-50 that Ralph gets exploded. I even had some sound effects queued up for a death scene there, which but anyway, yeah, I'm involved in a lot of the stuff with Lucas's channel, although that will be tapering off a little bit as we start entering the new year. So you can find me here on Tuesdays as either Ralph McLeod for this one, or is currently PFC Dante in the Aliens RPG game. And then on Thursdays, I will be the commander for Band of Blades. And then also on the alternating Thursdays, I will be as Richter, the halfling court bard is what I'm calling
Mirkal.
it. So Richter Mirkal, the court bard, so aka so a brogue. So yeah, so lots of things here, but when I'm not here, I'm over on my channel, twitch.tv/jodo1025, where I run D&D content mostly for charity. This past weekend has been a big weekend because it was the International Day of Play for Extra Life Charity, and we did our damnedest, and we raised about $380 for sick kids in the state of South Dakota specifically, because that is my chosen region as part of the Children Miracle Network. But upcoming, I have a couple other things coming up. So this week, I have on Wednesday, so tomorrow, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we have Titans of Moran, the long-running homebrew Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign that I've been running, where you can donate and affect how the game plays out. So it's really cool. They're starting to get into more meat as they kind of try to solve some dwarf problems. So it's very interesting. So come check that out. Saturday, every other Saturday, right now we're on a little bit of a hiatus right now because scheduling conflicts. Like scheduling conflicts ahoy, people. Normally we would be running Blades in the Dark, Knights of Mischief. Those of you who have been part of Lucas' channel know that that's kind of how I got my start doing this whole thing. Playing in the Purger campaign here for 4 seasons? Did we go 4 or was it 5?
I think it was 4, but you played in 3 of them.
Yeah. So lots of fun doing that. I have a wonderful cast. They're dealing with the after effects of their first score and how poorly that went. So yeah, first one's always the hardest. But on top of that, this Sunday and for every Sunday until December 13th. So that means 5 more Sundays. I will be also running a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Viking miniseries, The Keld Saga, as part of our Extra Life charity drive, where all my players essentially make a new character or have their character age up, because each session is a new generation. It's 20 years after the previous session, and they are contending with what occurs in that period. The last episode got derailed a little bit because we had a very generous donation and 2 of my players got eaten. So, because of it. So, big thank you to Ricky Kraken on that. So come see the chaos that befalls after that. And then finally, and this is the last thing, I promise, coming up fairly soon, we will have the heart-clenching finale to the Mad Maureen series. Maureen's Mad Menagerie, Terrible Trash Task, is leading up to this final series, going to be DM'd by my cousin, Mr. Mighty M, as we continue our descent, and we are expected to fight a kaiju. Where I play as Jib Jabu Kraka, the
my favorite name ever. Say it again.
Jib Jab Uro Kraka.
There we go.
I'm gonna have to make a sound by me saying that now, right?
Yes, please.
That one's also for Extra Life charity, and all the donations also will affect how that game runs. So lots of fun content on my channel. So it's definitely worth checking out. And I appreciate any of y'all who want to also help sick children, because they, like, considering how this year is going, everyone needs all the help they can get. So with that, I will finally shut the hell up, and I'm going to send it to my left.
Soundwaves.
Yeah, so over to the Cecil, aka the Soundwaves Ghost.
Oh, me? Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm Soundwaves Ghost. I play here now again. Tuesdays is this, or I'm running Alien RPG, Destroyer of Worlds. Very happy with the progress so far, despite the fact that they've blown everything up and done their level best to be the worst possible people as far as the other people in the world would be concerned.
I may have killed a person, an innocent person.
I mean, at this point, you're in the both hands worth of those, so don't worry too much about that one guy. Gal.
That was a lady. Had to. Sorry.
poor receptionist that
No-
was just trying to do the things that
No
she
witnesses.
was retired and she just needed something to do on the Saturdays.
No
Yeah, it's
witnesses. Sorry.
fine. Yep, except everybody that walked by. Yeah.
Whatever. On the inside.
Anywho,
No aliens. Whatever.
yeah. Do that. And, Thursdays I'm going to be taking over as the primary lore keeper for the Band of Blades, which is the person who tells a lot of stories and tries to keep morale as best possible. And I get to basically set a lot of the
Canon.
core values
Yeah, you do.
of the core,
Mm-hmm.
which is an interesting thing because we have a commander, we have a marshal, and all these other things, and then it's like you get to pick how we act. I'm like, that doesn't sound right, but okay, let's play. So I have to share
I
those
make
with
the
folks.
strategic decisions. You tell me how we used to make the strategic decisions.
Like the core values of the core is picked to start by the Legion, by the lore keeper. I'm like, that's an odd person to be able to completely control it. Okay, but if he's not there, it's one of those things you learn in the play. I think that's about it. In December, I will be hopping on Sundays for Oath of Endosteel, which is a BattleTech game over on AP Gaming Reels channel. That is streamed exclusively for the first couple days after it comes out to the Patreon members, and then it goes on his YouTube channel usually about a week after, like maybe Thursday or Friday or so. Usually gets put out for regular consumption. It's a really interesting series where he's combining Pendragon ideas with the life cycles and the family houses and all that stuff with BattleTech. I think the second Secession War just started at the end of his first season finale. So it's going to be interesting considering how much I know about Pendragon versus how little I care about a lot of the lore of BattleTech because it's just fun to watch mech stomp around more than anything else. And I just have started the gears in motion for my play-by-post Pendragon game that I've randomly mentioned over the last 2 years. That has started getting back up. Right now I'm running players through the history, and I'm using a full history system this time instead of the just roll of 66 times 1000. So it's interesting. We've got one hero, and right now we've got a second person going, my grandfather is the most boring fighter in the universe because he survived everything because he did nothing. So
Yay.
that's it for me.
It's the
Pass down
story
to
of the hero that did nothing.
pass it down to Alvara. So
Hello, I am Ava Rogers. I play Alavara, obviously here on every other Tuesday night currently for the next
Month.
month or so. When I'm not here, I'm just gonna go through my week and the games that I have. Monday nights, catch me over at twitch.tv/Master of Rem. That's REM. Where I'm in a Dresden Files game using the new Cortex, I think it's Cortex Prime system is what it's called, where I play Kassir, a bookkeeper who knows nothing about the fantastical world, except what she's read in books, which are obviously fake. Also, she's Irish because it's fun. Tuesdays, I'm either here for Indigo Magic, or you can catch me over on the Shadowcasters Network YouTube channel, where we stream the Mech Warrior. Which game is that? Which system is that? Mech Warrior Dynasties? Is that what it's called? Destiny? Something. The new system created by Catalyst, who currently Destiny. That's what it is. I knew it was a D.
Yep.
Which is a new system made by Catalyst, who owns the rights currently to Shadowrun, and it's based off of their Shadowrun Anarchy system, which is a rules light system. I play Finn is her name. Well, it's what she goes by. Her full name is Serafina. She hates it. She's a mech mechanic who was in charge of keeping the mech running for, let's call him an asshole who has no respect for mechs. We've only just started on that one. They're working on stealing mechs right now. Wednesdays. Okay, so on Thursdays, every other Thursday, you can see me here on the D&D 5e campaign, where I play Calcaria, the monk barbarian, who probably won't be alive for much longer. That is all my streams. Otherwise, you'll be able to see me on the Arcology Shadowrun Actual Play podcast, starting season 3. So I'm not sure when those will air yet, but I would recommend listening to it anyway. There's only like 260 episodes of backlog. I think it's closer to 300 now, actually. It's pretty long. It's pretty good.
No problem. Yeah.
Is that all I have? I think that's all I have. Oh, also, you can catch me this Sunday. We're doing a one-shot over on Master of Rim, twitch.tv/Master of Rim, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. Convert that to your time zones as you may. It'll be an undetermined length. It's a delve in the cave one-shot of D&D. It's apparently supposed to be able to be played within 1 to 3 sessions. So we're going to start pretty early and see how long it takes us. I believe we're also going to be playing with the creator of that
Cool.
word.
Game.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Anyway, that's me. Also, catch me on Twitter over at @thatnerdywriter. When I use it. I'm not very active right now, but I will be eventually. Benny Dot, your turn.
Thank you.
I am Jeff Beck. I play as Benny Dot here every other Tuesday here at the Lucasgvariety show for the Dungeon World Indigo Magic, and here every other Thursday playing as Tristan Guildcrest over on Dungeons and Dragons, playing the Sunless Citadel, the human cleric, and really that's kind of about it. I'm the shortest shoutro, everybody.
I'm sorry, I have a
Save the
lot of
best for
things.
last. Me too. I'm not sorry though. It takes all my time.
Sorry, not sorry. All right. Well, we're getting out of here because we're well past time. So thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for participating and playing to all my players. Thank you for doing that and putting up with a crazy story that we have weaved together. And come back in 2 weeks for even more crazy as we come right down the end of this home stretch to the climax of Indigo Magic of Dungeon World. So that's all we got tonight. See you guys later. Have a good night. God bless and good gaming. We're out of here. Peace.
Goodbye.